Oh god, it's the spooky 13th and final update of the Ghostbusters LP.
Spooky, woo!
I like to imagine years ago that I planned for this possibility.
You don't plan shit.
Especially not back then, oh god. Anyway, we just have a bunch of these dudes, and they just surround you from all sides. It is one of those fights that is way more fun to play than it is to talk about. Unlike that last fight, where it was not nearly as fun to play as it is to talk about, which
it
is saying
wasn't even
something.
fun to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, that's saying something about that fight. I did not like that fight.
These things are kind of cute, to be honest.
Yeah, I like them.
Make a good pet, you know? Be Ghostbusters mascot.
That's Slimer, come on.
Slimer in this game? At all?
Yeah. Yeah, he was in the very first episode.
Oh yeah, it's been a while.
He's like one of the first ghosts you capture.
Yeah, it's just been a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
What'd that sign say? Also, why was there a sign?
I don't know. Why are there tunnels in... Well, actually, they explained that. They're like, man, the crypts really did a number on this thing. I'm like, that barely explains shit. Speaking of crypts, here's Evo Sandor's skull.
Huh. You'd think he'd just, you know, take better care of it. I like to keep my skull in its place.
Yeah, I don't know. When you've been dead for a couple of decades, you tend to lose track of that sort of thing. That's why there are demi-liches, you know?
Well, if you don't keep track of your skull, eventually goth kids will get a hold of it and keep it in their rooms. Then you have to go back and you have to go to their house and ask their parents, and it's just awkward.
That or some asshole will just start reciting Shakespeare.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem. You don't even know who York was, you dick. He was the jester.
Slime time!
Anyway, this is just a random fight in the tunnels, and it's one of those where if you don't take care of the portals, it becomes infinitely more annoying. Luckily, it's not that bad if you take care of the portals immediately.
You know, like every other fight that involves those portals.
Yeah.
It's almost like that's a little bit of a recurring theme. Oh,
Okay,
look!
so here's some post-traumatic stress disorder for anybody who has played this part of the game.
Oh, fuck this part.
I'm going to leave this first failure in to show you just exactly how badly things can go. I'm not even going to explain what you're supposed to do in the fight. I'm just going to let you revel in just how bullshit it is.
I forever hate little stone cherubs. I mean, I did before, but, you know, even more so.
Yup. Okay, so, I'm down.
2 hits.
And
2 hits, everyone.
now Ray's down, and that's about your average experience with that fight.
They hurt so hard.
What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use the slime tether on the cherubs and attach them to the gate so that way they crash into the gate and damage it. The problem with this is that you only have one teammate, and the cherubs can pretty much two-shot you.
As we saw.
Yes, I think they can actually one-shot you on hard mode.
Oh, that's evil.
Yeah.
Evil little stone babies.
This is easily the worst fight in the entire fucking game, and it took me... I think this is probably my 6th or 7th attempt at this fight, and at this point I'm just getting really, really frustrated.
Yeah.
It's
even worse the first time because you don't really know what you're supposed to do. So you're just kind of flailing around.
the first time I did this, like, I actually just started destroying the stone cherubs, and if you destroy too many, you just automatically get a game over.
Such a dick move.
The gallbladder of an archangel. That is the final collectible. I don't know why Evo Shandor's skull isn't the final collectible. That would have been way more appropriate.
I don't know, I think Angel Organ trumps over Dude's skull.
Yeah, but the dude is the main villain of the entire thing.
Yeah, but he was just a dude. At least until he died, and then he was... Whoa! That's not how physics works.
Thank you.
Typically not, no.
That was way more force than you were putting into that.
Getting there is the fun part.
I don't know, maybe the slime tethers acted as a spring, but still...
Maybe.
Oh wow, that's not foreboding and ominous at all. We're certainly not going to have to fight them or anything. Very nice set pieces.
I really like these statue dudes. They're cool.
They got a big old hollow center, you know. That's probably not going to be a weak point when we don't fight them.
And this door reminds me of the final boss from Doom 2.
Huh.
Which is, the final boss is actually just John Romero's head, but...
Probably should put them on a more secure location than the, you know, hood. Whoops.
At least the tethers held.
Winston?
Miscalculated.
Winston?
Winston, are you okay? Alright, and for the rest of the game, we are rolling with all 4 Ghostbusters.
She's tough, but she took
4.5.
Can you get her rolling again?
Who's the half?
You didn't even look!
For the count, guys. I hate leaving her.
Well, I mean, there is smoke coming out of it. That's generally an indication of fucked.
Yeah.
But we've got to keep moving.
Smoking. Just cinders! Cinders coming out of it. Yeah, it's super fucked. You know what? I'm with Winston.
I think we've got guests.
So, this part is just a really fucking huge fight, and I actually really love it. This fight is one of the most fun in the game to play, because it has just got so much variety, and it goes on for so long, but you don't really feel the length when you're playing it, because you're just doing so much with so many different types of ghosts. You got these summoners, and then the summoners will call in these crypt guys, and then they will also, in waves, call zombies, and it's just so frantic and so fun. And plus, it is the first time you are rolling with all the other Ghostbusters at the same time.
What could even be burning in there that would give off cinders?
Anything gives off cinders when you burn it hot enough.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they have to be burning pretty damned hot.
Ghostbusters are falling left and right, oh god. It's a good thing I'm here to unfuck them, otherwise they would be fucked.
That was certainly a sentence.
The Super Slammer also does not work, unfortunately. I wish the Super Slammer still kind of worked, but I guess it would make sense if it was like tied to the engine of the car or something. But I like that the AI will immediately come to your aid if you go down, but if anybody else goes down, they're like, the rookie can handle it, unless he's there, unless you ignore them for like a full minute.
Maybe it's the battery that's burning, in which case you all have cancer now, so good job. If you didn't already from the proton packs.
Yeah. I'm fairly certain that all 5 of them are sterile. Even Rookie. He's only been working for 2 days, but it's been a pretty busy 2 days.
Actually, Venkman would probably consider that a perk.
Yeah, probably. I don't know, I think Venkman is the type of guy who says he doesn't want kids, but like when he hits like 45, he accidentally has one, and he turns out to be like he turns out to really like being a dad.
Well, honestly, I don't think any of these people, with the exception of Winston, are cut out to be dads. None of these people should have children.
Yeah, pretty much. Especially not Egon.
Oh god, can you imagine Egon with the kid?
He would treat it like a lab experiment. Oh, he would treat it like that one guy who was trying to see if smiling was a result of being raised or if it was a natural human response. So he made his wife not play with his baby for years and years to see if it would actually smile of its own volition. And then he considered the experiment a failure because his wife accidentally played with the baby one time when he wasn't home.
Oh. No. He'd be like the dad. I forget the dude's name, but he was the guy who was trying to prove that the Irukandji box jellyfish was the cause of the mysterious deaths in Australia. So he actually got one of them, and he had it sting himself and his kid.
Way to go, Greenhorn!
Wow.
Yeah, those can actually be fatal, too.
Yeah, they can be.
They're fatal pretty often, actually.
Don't fuck with some jellyfish.
If not from the actual toxin, just from suicide. They hurt that badly.
Yeah. Oh, hey!
Oh, hey, look at that. What a surprise.
So, these are the only times you will ever fight these statue dudes, and they are also really fun to fight. Like, I think if they had come alive when the other ghosts were still around, yeah, I think if they came alive when the other ghosts came around, it would have been a bit much, but they very politely wait for everything else to go away before you fight them.
Give it to him!
Keep up with it!
But yeah, they hit like trucks, as you would expect a statue to do.
Well, yeah.
But, I mean, honestly, they're actually kind of easy once you realize, hey, the shotgun is actually probably the most powerful weapon in the game.
Someone was floating there for a second. They did it again.
I'm trying to get to Ray, even though Ray has completely and utterly trapped himself between the two.
Stop dying!
No! You can't make me. See?
Okay, new strategy. Move away from the statues. Whoa.
Anyway, you can deal extra damage to them by... Once their health bar goes in the red, you can switch to the capture stream and yank the key out of their horn key out of them.
Horn.
They become... yeah.
I'm familiar with monkeys and donkeys and turkeys, but I've never heard of a horn key.
I mean, they're the statue's horns, but they're also keys.
Oh good, the cherubs are back.
Yeah, luckily you can just fucking throw them around like gargoyles. That's essentially what they are. They're just beefed up gargoyles. Whoa! You just have to get them near. Just close enough. There we go.
It may be possible to harness their interdimensional cranial energy source.
Gee, thanks, Egon.
I was just gonna put them in the keyhole. Alright, bye. See you later.
Way to go! Great! Those fellas turned out to be pretty helpful. This team can play, no doubt about it.
Exciting. And somehow
I was like 80% of that. Come on.
Yeah, guys. You're upselling yourself way too much.
Wait, it's Ilsa.
Hey, what are you doing here?
It's Peck.
Oh, hey, Peck turns out not to be the villain after all.
Points to Peck being a pawn.
Well, he kind of is.
Oh, Raggy!
Oh!
It's not. It's Evo Shandor.
Shandor possessed the mayor.
I like how everybody immediately figured this out with pretty much no clues.
I figured it out halfway through the game.
Really?
Yeah, it was very obvious.
Very good.
Huh.
Say you're the slow one.
Wait, what? Who says that?
Everybody.
I mean, why else would the mayor be funding the museum that much?
Assume my own destructor form. I require blood. My blood.
I wasn't really thinking too much about it, but...
Built this all for him.
I did, but he failed.
I like that it still has the hair.
I like that it has a pompadour.
Beyond me. Anyway, I thought to myself, why worship a god when you can actually become one?
Don't treat your skulls like that. Treat your skulls with respect. When the skeleton uprising comes, you will be the first to go.
I think he is the skeleton uprising, Kalon.
Anyway, Evil Chandor, he's actually a pretty easy boss when you know what to do. So he will create an energy barrier, and every time you hurt him, they will pop up to heal him. If you're quick enough, you can boson dart 2 of them out of existence in one go. So it's a really easy boss fight.
Too powerful. It'll take all of our streams.
Kids onto something.
He'll also occasionally create a tornado that'll really tear through your shit, but I kill him way too fast before he can actually pull that off.
Egon was just tricking you out there. He got up on his own.
He's through! Now deactivate your pulse, and we'll cross the streams with the blast function.
I can't shut mine down, Ray.
Me too!
Me neither. I mean,
Who decided to reinforce these shoulder straps?
Probably Ray.
Well, we're back here again.
Are you complaining? This place is awesome.
Shandor,
I'm just saying, you know.
instructor form now. Leave it in your other suit.
Don't taunt the interdimensional or extra-dimensional beings. That has never, ever worked out for you. Ever.
I'm pretty sure the last time you did that to Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, it actually hunted you down.
Oh, was someone waking out of their nap?
Oh no.
That's very bad.
Yeah. It's gonna do a lot of repair work. I mean,
Contractor, that's what kills you. Peter, you don't understand. He's the architect, and he controls Ghost World.
And he can come into our world. And what do architects do?
make overtly elaborate plans that won't actually work in the real world?
If they're interns, they plan parking lots. That's all I know.
I will fill your seas with concrete and stone.
That joke's on you, we're already doing that.
Whoa, take a break. Do you ever...
Neat-ass eclipse.
No! Listen!
I will pierce your world with girders of steel.
Again, you're a little late. I will put mercury in your streams, and then your fish will be contaminated. Oh.
I'll put fluoride in your water and control your minds. I am the Illuminati.
Your creation
So normally this boss isn't actually too tough, but for some reason I had a lot of trouble with him and I died twice. But every time you hurt him, after a while, he will create these pillars that you need to destroy, otherwise he will regain a little bit of health and also do a really powerful super move. If you destroy them all, he still regains a little bit of health, but he doesn't get to pull this move off.
Fairly sure I saw this dude on a Black Sabbath cover.
He also has a bunch of other moves, like he'll create some boulders and throw them at you. That thing he just did right there was creating one pillar of flame to hurt one dude. The boulder, if you avoid it at the last second, like as he's starting to throw, you actually have some invincibility frames as you're dodging, so he won't be able to hurt you, but otherwise it fucking hits like a truck.
You're almost there.
The subtitle did not match what Egon said at all.
Cool fire abs, bro.
I actually really like his beard.
Not a big fan of his dreads there.
Nah.
Friggin' weenie.
On your left! Give it to him!
You know what they say, interdimensional beings just cannot pull off dreadlocks.
More trouble!
Oh, and also he has a fire version of that tornado. I forgot about that move. Because I never get caught up in it, really.
Don't let it power up.
Thanks, Egon. I was gonna sit here, twiddle my thumbs, wait for him to just destroy the world, but, your pep talk has inspired me. I'm gonna shoot these things.
Oh. And now I'm gonna get caught up in his fucking super move as I shoot him. Oh wait, no! I somehow managed to artfully dodge it.
Artfully dodge it by being nowhere near where it landed.
Well, no, like, he usually covers the entire front half of him in those fucking flames, so,
To the right. Look behind you.
Oh, also, as the fight goes on, he summons in more enemies, which is how I died the other 2 times. Like, by now, if you let the fight go on for too long, he starts summoning gargoyles as well.
You shot him in the butt. Does he have a butt?
Several
I'm
times.
not sure. Kinda doesn't have, legs. He just keeps going.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks so sad, that. He looks so sad, like, oh, why'd you destroy my stuff?
Oh, no.
Need those. Aw.
You know, guys, if you shot the interdimensional horror instead of the green skulls that aren't doing anything to you, that maybe this fight might go by a little faster? No? Okay. I guess I'll do it by myself again.
Find some cover. It's time. Cross the stream.
That's our super special finishing move. Best line of the game. Here it is.
We eat gods for breakfast.
Yeah! Oh, the entire game is worth it just for that.
Admit it, it's because it reminds you of Mighty Max, isn't it?
No, not really. Just Egon looks so angry when he does it.
We eat gods for breakfast?
Too much, you think?
No, I liked it.
I've got you.
They're just gonna leave Peck there.
That would be great. That's also pretty good.
This is not the last you will see of me.
Only it will be, because we probably will never get a Ghostbusters 2. Or Ghostbusters the video game 2, rather.
Or, yeah. Do you think Peck will be in the movie?
Maybe.
The Ghostbusters. Hey, fellas. What are you doing here? What am I doing here? Where is here?
You were the victim of a trans-dimensional possession, Your Honor.
What's that mean?
An evil ghost was walking around in your body for a few months.
Whoa. Did anyone notice? Well, how's my approval rating?
Well, you got reelected.
That works for me.
By the way, you're a descendant of Shannon.
He's got job security for the next couple of years.
Yeah, he's alright.
What?
Oh, there's Slimer. Hey.
Yeah.
Someone somewhere has jacked off to that.
Why is she blaming Venkman for that?
Well, it's kind of his pet.
I guess. Yeah, it just ends like that. I didn't do any editing there, it just ends.
Anyway, rip Harold Ramis.
Yeah, rip Harold Ramis. I don't want to give thanks yet because there is one more thing that the Ghostbusters say during the end credits thing. So I'll save my thanks for that afterwards. Until then, I'm just going to make fun of Alan Booge's name. Booge.
That's not the worst name I've heard of. The worst one I ever saw was in an obituary, and his name was Basculum Booty France.
Oh my fucking god, that's great.
I wish I was joking, but no, it was real.
One time I was working at Target, and Oh, here we are, the funny thing. But one time I was working at Target, and there was a guy who called to have us hold something for him, and I asked him for his last name, and his last name was seriously Doom.
Was he born with that name, or did he have to walk up to the county clerk and say, "Yes, I would like to apply for a new name change. I would like to be known as Doom, please. I am a grown man."
He was an older man, so I'm assuming that is not a thing that he did, like, voluntarily.
Wait.
I'm pretty sure he was born with it.
So, he could have gone to college and gotten a doctorate.
Yes!
He could have been Dr. Doom.
I didn't ask him that. I don't know if he would have appreciated that. Anyway,
one more. I did actually once meet an actual Mike Hunt. He had an office with a nameplate and everything.
Oh, God. Okay, I would like to thank everybody who watched this, everybody who participated in both threads, and everybody who started watching this 4 years ago, and then sat through all of the non-updates, and sitting through me saying, I totally will get back to this game, guys, I swear to God, and then finally getting back to it 4 years later and finishing it. Also, everybody who made this game and did not have a part in that fucking Angel Gate part. Also, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Fuck you if you did, though.
Yeah, fuck you. It's
Feel
all your
shame.
fault. Holy shit, that is the worst.
It is actually just a really terribly designed segment. You should feel bad.
Yeah, I still have no idea how they determine how much health the angels take off, because I'm pretty sure I have slammed in a different amount of angels every time I've done that segment.
I think you actually have to hit the glowing skulls with the angels.
I try that, and then nothing happens.
Well, I got nothing then.
I have no idea how that part works. At all. It makes no sense.
Where have I heard that before? Oh well.
Anyway, I hope all of these people, except for the people who worked on the gate part, of course, have found jobs elsewhere, because the company that makes this game no longer exists.
Mm-hmm. Well, they probably did. I mean, that's just how the whole thing works.
Yeah, Atari shut down in, I think, 2012 or something like that. A couple years after this game came out. I know it wasn't like, this is our last game ever thing, but it was pretty close to the end.
Yeah, that was a period with just a lot of old game companies just shutting down. I think Acclaim and Midway shut down.
Yeah,
around that time.
Konami's getting ready to get out of the gaming business, at least. I know they have, like, 2 other big things that they're more well-known for over in Japan that they still have, but they are preparing to stop making video games for some reason.
I'm honestly expecting Sega just to roll over any day now. I don't think they've made anything decent in recent memory.
I'm expecting Sega to actually see how bad the Xbox One is doing, and just sort of sneaking in a new system.
Actually, I was thinking about that the other day, as I miss Sega making consoles, and they probably could buy the Xbox division for dirt cheap after Microsoft tries to get rid of it, you know?
Yeah.
Because I really don't see Microsoft hanging on to that for very much longer.
No.
It's kind of toxic at this point.
Anyway, I'll see you in the next thing. So the final level of the game has you going around doing 4 different tasks to get pieces of a door, so that way you can get into the Citadel proper. Aside from that, there's not a lot of new mechanics, so let's just move on straight to the final boss. Shandor's first form splits into 4 different Shandors, and you just have to wait for him to come back together, so that way you can destroy him. After that, it moves on to the second phase, which is way different from the second phase of the PlayStation 3 game, where he forms a mask, and through his various phases, you actually use all of the current weapons that you have to sort of find his weak point, and then once you draw him out of the mask, then he's vulnerable, at which point you can hit him. Aside from that, nothing much new, so thank you for watching this. I hope to see you next time when we do a project that I've been looking forward to quite a bit.